Hello everybody, Boss Fister coming at you with a episode 1 of the How to Stream Like a Boss series. Today we're going to talk about the very first thing you need to do, which is downloading and setting up OBS, which is what we're going to use to stream and to also record to make YouTube videos if that's what you prefer to do. Now this is going to be set up just for Twitch, so we will have a separate video for doing things like hitbox and stuff like that. So we're just going to be focusing on Twitch with OBS today. So we'll go ahead and get started here. The first thing you want to do is pull up your browser, and you're going to want to go to obsproject.com. And all the links will be down below the video as well for you to make it a little bit easier on you. So what you're going to want to do is that if you are running Linux or Apple, you're going to want to pick one of these over here, the multi-platform. Otherwise, you can just get the stable version for Windows right here, just by clicking on Windows 7 and 8. If you're not using Windows or 7 or 8, then you should probably upgrade to 7 or 8. If you're still in Vista or even XP, possibly, probably time to upgrade. Now, down here, your OBS installer.exe file, which is the executable application file, is going to pop up. You're going to click on that. Now, it's going to bring you into the download thing. You're going to hit next. Then you're going to, read all this if you want to, or just scroll through it, whatever. Basically saying, yes, you're signing your life away. You don't hold them liable. If the world blows up tomorrow, it's not their fault. Alright, you're going to wait for all that to extract. You can leave this clicked if you want to, you don't have to, but considering we're going to go right into setting OBS up after you download it, it's going to be smart to leave that box clicked so it will automatically open it for you. You're going to click Finish. Now, this is going to pop up. Now, everything is blank. You're going to have, right here, you have the box that says Scenes, and it has just one section in it that says Scene. Now over here is going to be the subcategory for all of your scenes where you're going to actually set the individual scene up. These are called your sources. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do before we worry about any of that is you're going to come up here to Settings, click on Settings again, and now here's all of your general settings that you're going to need to set up in order to be ready to stream. Now all of this should stay just the way it is. You're going to click on Encoding. Now, I have my max bitrate set at 1800. I have 5 megabytes of upload, so I try to use, about a quarter of that, because obviously there are other people in the house that use upload as well. And that just seems to work out the best. It gives me a good quality stream without using too much bandwidth. So, depending on what your upload is, you'll have to adjust that accordingly. But if you're like most people, at least on the East Coast, that have an average of 5 upload, 1800 to 2000 is going to be about what you want. Then your bitrate is going to default to 128, if I'm not mistaken. You want to take that down to 96 for your audio encoding bitrate. This is also going to help with not using up quite as much bandwidth, and it's going to be easier on your processor as well, because unless you're using an extremely high dollar mic, in which case I actually am, but 96 bitrate still sounds just fine. So that's going to help you out a lot. Now, anytime you change anything in your settings before you go onto another page, you want to hit Apply for every single page. So now we're going to go to Broadcast Settings. Now, what you're going to do is this is going to default to nothing. So you're going to click on Twitch, then you're going to select what server you want to stream from. Now, what you're going to do for that is you're going to download a program called JTVPing, and you can find that at teamliquid.net, and I will post the actual link that takes you to the forum page that has that available for download. All this is a super simple window that pops up that gives you a list of every single Twitch server, and it shows you which one has the best latency for your area. So you're going to click right here. It's going to download. Then it's going to be right there. Now you can move this to your desktop. You can put it wherever you want. Put it on your hotbar down at the bottom. You know, wherever you want to put that is up to you. So I'm just going to move it to the desktop. Close that. Oh, we'll apply that for now. Come back to that in a second. Alright, so now we have our JTVPing right here, okay? You're going to double click on that, and it's going to open this box up. Now, because I'm in North Carolina, generally my best server to connect to is Ashburn, Virginia. Sometimes Miami, and sometimes New York, but very rarely. It's almost always Ashburn, Virginia. If you see here, I've got 25 millisecond average response time with a anywhere from 1.5 to 2 millisecond jitter. This is going to be the best. Honestly, anything in green, you're going to be okay. But if you really want to get technical, you want to find what has the best average response time, which for me right now is Ashburn, Virginia, and almost always is. If you're having problems connecting to Twitch, come back to this application and run it again, because every now and then certain Twitch servers will go down for maintenance or they'll have latency issues. So if you've tried everything and all else fails, you're not sure why you can't connect, why you can't stream, it might be Twitch's problem, it might be their server. So sometimes you have to change what server you're connected to. This is a great tool to help you figure out what server you need to use. So once you do that, figure out which one you want to use. You're going to go back into OBS. We're going to go back to our settings, broadcast settings, and you're going to select the server you want. Now, like I said, I'm using Ashburn, Virginia, so we're going to do that. Now, your stream key. Stream key is a little complicated if you don't know where to find it. So what you're going to do is we're going to go back to our browser. All right, you're going to go to twitch.tv, okay? You want to make sure that you're signed in. You're going to click on your name up here, and you're going to go to your dashboard. Now, when you get to your dashboard, you will see one of the menu options is Stream Key. You're going to click on that. And now, right here, it's going to say Show Key. You click on that, and it's going to ask you one more time. It's going to say, please click I understand that you understand the above and would like to view your stream key. Basically, it's telling you do not show your stream key to anybody. This gives you direct access to your channel. So you do not want to show this on your stream. Do you not want to show this in your YouTube videos, which I'm not going to click I understand, obviously. But basically, when you click on I understand, it's going to give you a long string of random numbers and letters. You're going to copy and paste that into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this off screen since I just reset it. You're just going to paste it in there just like that. Now it's going to show up completely, it's going to be encoded so that it doesn't, it's not easily accessible if somebody were to get into your computer somehow or whatever. Now that's all you need to do for this one. You're going to set streaming service to Twitch, select your server, and input your stream key. Now, once again, hit apply, and we're going to go down to video. Now, video is where it gets really tricky because it really depends on your system capabilities. If you're running a really badass gaming computer, you can set your settings pretty high. If you're, say, streaming from a laptop, like maybe a little Walmart HP or something, then you're not going to be able to set your settings quite as high. I highly recommend that even if you have an awesome PC that can handle it, still stream in 720. The reason I say this is that you want people to be able to watch you without lag. Now, if I could stream in 1080 at 60 frames per second just fine. My computer could handle it, my internet could handle it. The problem is, if someone is, say, watching you on their phone or they're on their computer and they have really bad internet connection, maybe they're still on, you know, DSL or something like that, they're not going to be able to watch you without it lagging. So streaming in 720, honestly, I do not recommend going over 720 unless you get partnered, in which case your viewers will have the option to downscale the resolution on their end, and you don't have to worry about it. So if your system can handle it, 720 is going to be your best bet. You're at 30 frames per second. You can go a little bit lower, go down to like 480 if your computer really can't handle it, but then obviously your quality of your stream is going to suffer. So try to get as high a quality as you can stand without going over 720. So once you've set that, it's probably gonna default to whatever your monitor is. So you're gonna click custom and do 1280 by 720. It should be a 16:9 aspect ratio. And then no resolution downscale, and frames per second should default to 30 frames per second. You're going to click apply, and then we're going to go to audio. Now, audio you're going to set up, if you're using a laptop, you're going to use whatever the default microphone is. If you are using your webcam as a mic, you're going to click whichever webcam you want to use, which I highly advise against using your webcam, because your webcam picks up all ambient sound in the room. If that is the only option you have, then it will work. But I definitely recommend using a headset mic, or even just a cheap little mic from Walmart that plugs into the back of your computer is going to be way better than using your webcam mic. Now, I have a Audio-Technica 2020, which is a studio grade front address mic, and it is hooked up through a USB interface, so that's this one right here. So I'm going to select that, and that should be all you have to do. Once again, you're going to hit apply, and we're going to go back to broadcast settings. Now, because I've already set this up and it's set up for Twitch, it's not going to show it, but down here you should get some red text that says OBS is not optimized for streaming to Twitch, and there should be a button right down here that's going to say optimize. When you click that button, it's going to set a whole bunch of stuff up for you that you don't have to touch, so we're not even going to go over that. But make sure when you go to your broadcast settings that you click the optimize button and then hit apply. Now, after doing all that, you are set up and your OBS is physically ready to stream. Now that OBS is set up, we're going to go into the next video, which will be episode 2, which will be how to set up your scenes and your sources. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was informational and helped you out. And like I said, I really hope to see you for the next video on setting up scenes and sources.
What's up, guys? Boss J-Man here. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the how-to. Also, if you would like to check out episode number 2 for overlays and gameplay, click the video that's playing in front of you and it will direct you right to it.